Our teacher announced a secret spy camera was installed in a laptop to watch us take the test today. I looked around, and everyone seemed just as confused as me, while Scarlett and Brad looked totally shocked. Dwayne, the class bully, suddenly stood up from his seat in the back row, asking if we can vote for the cheater. Ms. Weaver tilted her head like she was thinking about it, and said she would allow it for 2 minutes only. The room erupted into whispers, and everyone started moving around, talking to each other about the cheater. I walked over to Scarlett first, since she sat right next to me during the test, and she grabbed my arm fast. Scarlett whispered, "It is obviously Dwayne, because he never studies and got a high grade on the midterm." I moved over to Brad, who was still staring at his laptop, saying, "This is all fake, and she is lying to us." Brad said there is no way they can install cameras in personal laptops without us knowing the truth now. In the corner, I noticed Timothy sitting alone at his desk, crying silently with his head down in shame. I walked over and sat in the empty desk next to him, asking if he was okay, as tears streamed down his face. Timothy whispered so quietly I almost did not hear him that he was the one who cheated on the test. He begged me not to tell because his mum had a seizure and they were at the hospital until 4 a.m. today. Ms. Weaver called out that we had 1 minute left as the class was getting louder with everyone arguing. Most people were pointing at Dwayne, who was defending himself aggressively against the whole angry class. A few people thought it might be Zendaya because she had been on her phone a lot during the exam period. Timothy begged me again, saying he never cheated before but needed that scholarship money for medication. 30 seconds left as I stood up and walked to the center of the room while everyone waited for my word. Dwayne was glaring at me like he was daring me to say his name, while Scarlett was nodding toward him now. Ms. Weaver said time is up and asked who the cheater is while the room went completely silent in tension. I thought about his mum and his future, so I stayed silent and shook my head as others named Dwayne instead. Ms. Weaver smiled and told Timothy to stand up, revealing this was actually a test about class integrity. Then Dwayne started laughing from the back of the room, saying, "That is crazy because I dead-ass cheated."